Today's subject: police officer jumps on the hood, opens fire, two civilians, unarmed men, and gets away with it. Let's take race out of it. Let's take everything out of it. Let's say what it is. It's murder. If it wasn't a police officer, he would not be getting away with this. Let's face facts. These were unarmed people. Um, Police officers are getting they're they're getting away with a lot, and the management is allowing them and to have a little bit more freedoms because of their dangerous jobs does not excuse them from committing crimes. Um, the the whole system right now is basically screwed up. So my suggestion to everybody that is upset, uh, start voting in people that will change the system. Stop voting in your cookie cutter Democrats that created those Jim Crow laws, and vote not necessarily Republicans. It doesn't have to be a Republican. Um, but the bottom line is you have to vote in people that are going to change the system, period. It's not going to change unless you vote people in to change the system. If you want to run, good luck. But the bottom line is the way our system is set up. We cannot change it from protest. Protest was there to influence people that could be influenced. Most of these people are bought and paid for. Corporations now run the United States. It's a fact. There's nothing you can say. There's legalized bribery, or as we call them, lobbyists. Lobbyists are run. And some corporations have to find out the hard way. Microsoft had to find out that when Gates was started out his company, he didn't have lobbyists. Found out that laws are not going to get passed unless he starts bribing congressmen and senators, and that's what they are. If you want to change your system, start voting in people like Randy Paul. You're going to have some constitutionalists. Um, the bad thing is you don't know how good of a job they're going to do until they get in. Obama, there hasn't been a president that hasn't promised the world and has delivered on their promises. Um, they find out that there's a lot more red tape than is involved. Um, so um, you can protest all you want; it's not going to change anything. You can riot all you want; it's not going to change anything. All you're going to do is continuously hurt other people and make other people judge you prematurely for what a certain amount of people do. Um, there is a lot of misinformation, a lot of um, ignorance. I would say ignorance because it's they people make up their opinion based on other people's so-called facts, and they do not. They're too lazy, or they're just involved in their own lives to research the truth. But the bottom line is, you you have to research for yourself. You have to make your own decisions. Take race out of it. Take religion out of it, and take you know uh, take corporations out of it, and let's get down to the basic nitty gritty of what actually is right and wrong. Um, what might be right to you might not be right to somebody else, and what might be wrong to you might not be wrong to somebody else. We're a melting pot when it comes to the United States. We're a melting pot, and we're a society based on laws. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people here that are willing to give up their freedom for this illusion of safety. So they vote in people that are willing to take people's rights, because if they feel they don't need it, they feel that other people shouldn't need it as well. But we're based on a free society, and we're losing our civil liberties little by little. Um, so the bottom line is laws which allow police officers to get away with murder are going to continue until we elect officials that will change those type of incidents. Um, we have to make sure that we follow our Constitution, and vote people in that are willing to abide by that Constitution, not, you know, use it to wipe their butts. Um, the only way uh, we can, as a society, uh, get I don't want to say get our country back, because the majority of the fact is we do have a country that is still one of the greatest nations of all time. But history has shown that all great nations fall, and we're probably not in a decline. We're in a little bit of decline of what we used to be, but we're not there yet. Um, we have to stop catering to other people. Um, Stop, and this is where corporations come in effect. Corporations are there to make money. They don't care about this country. They are here to make money. That's their job. Okay, let's get one thing straight when people don't realize when it comes to unions. Unions are there for the workers to battle the corporations, to because the corporations are there to make money. Period. There is no ifs, ands. They're not there to create a better tomorrow. They're not there to give you a job. They're not there. They can care less. If they can pay you zero and have you work for free, they would do it. Bottom line is, corporations elect the officials to run things. And that's what we have. We have a corporation-based economy. They will sell their soul for more money. Uh, they will push for laws, because how do we get these people's money? Well, let's press 1 for Spanish. Let's press 2 for Korean. Let's press 3 for Vietnamese. Not to say that there's nothing wrong with those countries. The bottom line is we should not cater to anybody. We are the United States of America, and we are a melting pot. That is fine, but people need to learn. I should not have to learn another language to live in my own country. Period. Period. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. If and don't go going, well, you're not Native American. This country is over 200 years old. That is ended. The United States have been here for 200 years, and it is won the war. There's nothing you can do about it. It's never going to go back. But we need to get rid of the Border Patrol on the 10 freeway and push them back towards the border. They need to stop asking Americans if they're American citizens. They need to go back to the border. We have to elect officials to make sure that Congress follows the Constitution. The illegal checkpoints have to stop. The DUI illegal checkpoints have to stop. We have to stop murdering unarmed people because they are a different color, or they're a different ethnicity, or we have to stop, as a society, as a whole, stop doing the wrong things. Period. We need to stop taking away people's rights. We need to stop limiting people's rights for this illusion of safety. And we need to take back our country. On the same hand, we do not have to go the other way and start being prejudiced towards a certain ethnicity or religion due to ignorance because we feel that they aren't, this whole country was based on religious freedom, not just Christianity freedom, religious freedom. That means you're free to worship your creator as you see fit. That's why uh, if you read your Constitution, while it does have Christianity, and let's even get Christianity out of it, uh, Judaism before Christ, uh, the laws: thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. This is what it's based on: lie, cheat, or steal. Okay, and that's apparently what our government is based on, is what they're doing. They're lying, they're cheating, and they're stealing. And so we have to get back to our core values, is what we need to do. The military has to stop catering to a certain religion as well. Didn't cater in when I went in, didn't cater in when my grandfather went in, didn't cater when my dad went in. So bottom line is, we have to make sure that we do not cater to other people. We need to make the DMV questions in English. We have to start prosecuting those who do not have driver's license. We need to make sure that people who hire illegals are prosecuted. And we need to go back to our core values. And that's the only way we are going to create a nation that is an entrepreneur nation, that starts hiring Americans, that starts companies, stops outsourcing, and just to save a dollar. And we need to make sure that people start living the American dream again. We need to bring back our middle class. And until that happens, we will be in a down spiral where we create a seriously poor section of people and a wealthy section of people. People don't realize that if you're, what the definition of what the government considers as wealthy. You'll be shocked. Do your research, find out, start electing officials that have your best interest, not the corporation's best interest. So this is Dan from my garage. Hopefully it will change your view. If not, write in the comments below. And thank you for watching.